And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to Rockingham, North Carolina, as we're getting set for our 13th race of the season for the PCSRA Monster Energy Series. After this, it will be All-Star Race Weekend. That will be coming up next week for these drivers. Those that have a win that will take part in the All-Star race. Those that don't have a win, this is their last chance to try to get a win to not only secure themselves a possible spot into the playoffs, but to secure themselves a spot into the All-Star race we will have next week. Red Riding Hood starts on the pole. Then we have Chelsea Richards. Then we have the 63 and the 015 of Annie Winters. There's the rest of the grid right there. Here's a look at your going into today's race. So let's get these cars going. Brittany White is the points leader by 161 points over Ari Springer. Then it's Luke Knight, Valentina Fernandez, and Maria, your top 5. Then the rest of your top 10 is Mandry Campbell, Katsura Mermwez, Amber Whitecastle, Henry Williams, and Frida Suarez. The top 10. You can check down the description for the timestamps of these races, and with no Toby to bother me, we're going to get this race underway. Here we go. Who will be in the All-Star race? We're about to find out. Green flag in the air. We're racing here at Rockingham, North Carolina. It was cloudy. It was cloudy in both our Trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings Series races yesterday. What will we see today? Oh, there goes Anne Maria into the wall already, and no caution is out. That was Emily Elizabeth in that DuPont Chroma Premier colors this week. It's like she was the one that turned into the 05, and the yellow flag is not out. We are still green flag racing. And Maria has come to pit road, so we remain under the green flag. We'll have a look at the replay if we get a caution. If not, we will look back at the replay before the first yellow is out. They almost wrecked in the back with Chelsea Richards and Andre Baranowskis. We'll go ahead and check the replay while this is going green. Let's see. This is at the rear of the field. And looks like the 024 just got tight up in the side of the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Chevy Camaro. So a tough break for Anne Maria. Came as race 5th in the points, so that's not good for a driver running well in points, as she is still on pit road. And it looks like the Emily Elizabeth machine is badly torn up. Brian Gomez, Sarah Littletown. There's Abigail Furling. Mario, leave Steven alone. There's second place, Annie Winters. Red Riding Hood looking for her second win of the season. Of course, she broke her losing drought at Pocono. Which, by the way, what was our previous race for the Monster Energy Series? It was Texas. So, Red Riding Hood, who broke her winless drought a couple of weeks ago at Pocono. I'm trying to get the points back up.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
So Red Riding Hood's looking for her 5th career win and 2nd of the season. As we'll be at the halfway point of this race. That's Foster's schedule. That's not the schedule I want. Sorry if my roommates are starting to annoy me. I'm trying to concentrate on this race and they won't let me concentrate. Andrew Campbell in 2nd. Annie Winters in 3rd. Ari Springer 2nd in points, 4th, and 5th is Bridget Thomas. I will put the playoff standings in the description if I don't forget. Right. Red Riding Hood currently the leader. If she goes to victory lane for a 2nd time, let's see where she's in points. She is 45th in points. So if she goes to victory lane for a 2nd time this season, she would not only solidify herself a spot into the playoffs, since she's in the top 50 in the points, she might have a chance to be into the playoffs. I apologize about my roommates interrupting me when I'm trying to say something. But knowing Toby, he doesn't give a shit. Field currently spread out. Checking back. Hello, pace car. You maybe missed some cars. And Maria has taken her car back behind the wall, and she will have to go to the care center because she's not won on the race due to a damaged vehicle policy. So tough break for her. Comes in this race 5th in the points. She definitely will take a hit in the points. Of course, we're capping off our race weekend from Rockingham. Mandry Campbell in 2nd. Trying to find Campbell in points. I'll find her later in points. Or I can do this. As we're at the white flag, 485. She is 6th in points. Last lap, Red Riding Hood went way up high. Here comes Campbell. It's like we had another wreck on the back straightaway. I don't know who it belonged to. And Mandry Campbell's going to get our first career win here at Rockingham. And now, Did she lock herself a spot into the playoffs? Only time will tell. Standings are official. Campbell, Red Riding Hood, Annie Winters, Ari Springer, Cervantes, Furling, Parker, Baranowskis, Littletown, and Richards. The top 10. There's the rest of the year results. Yeah, I'm sorry if I sound tired. It's because I get a headache from my freaking roommates, and it's not even funny as shit. So, yeah. So while I make some adjustments, alright, let's go to Division 1. Or the second race, you know what I mean. Alice Kitchen starts on the pole. There's a look at the grid right there, and here's the rest. So we didn't have a caution in our first race. I doubt we'll see one in the second. Jacob Tutu's been getting better at qualifying of late. Starts 7th. He knows a second win this season can get him into the playoffs. Vanellope Von Schweetz is in the Hooters colors this week. New colors for that that Nathan Orman Motorsports entry. I found some new paint schemes for Schweetz, so that way she's not running the same car over and over again. Same for Brenda Eveling. She will be running her new scheme this week. Here we go. Pace car is off. Getting ready for the second race of the day, and we're green. I believe this is Alice Kitchen's first career pole this year. And there goes the one of Annie McGinnis. A win for her and possibly putting herself into the playoffs. Jacob Tutu having some good qualifying of late. Jacob is 75th in points, former winner this season. If Jacob Tutu can continue to move himself through the points table, he might have a chance to possibly put himself in the conversation of getting a playoff spot. But a second win for that 41 team, he would confirm himself a spot possibly into this season's chase for the championship. If anyone could possibly win a championship and be a dark horse for the title, it's that 41 bunch. Last couple of weeks, he's been qualifying good. He's been getting some somewhat good track position in the last couple of weeks. Check the back of the field here. Mackenzie Thompson's back here. Kelsey Hobbs. Oh, somebody's kicked up some dust. Can't tell who that was. Quincy Einstein's got some damage to the left side of his Monster Energy Audi. Or Mitsubishi, sorry. Oh, he's got in the wall. Let's take a look at the replay while we're at it. And looks like he got up in the wall. Lisa Gonzalez came down. I believe Gonzalez was the one that went through the grass. No, it was the 14 of Makoto Tanaka. That was the kick. That was a little bit of a dust that I saw. And Jacob Tutu just got around the 8 car for second. Jacob Tutu knows it's put up or shut up at this point. Never since Lauren had to talk to him before Golden State, Jacob Tutu has really come alive the last couple of weeks. You know, Annie McGinnis trying to get her first career win. Jacob Tutu on the flip side, he's trying to get his second win of the year. It's been a long time since Jacob has gotten consecutive wins here in the Monster Energy Series. And he's been in the series since the very beginning. Can you believe that? Jacob Tutu has never fallen out of this series. And that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible for Jacob to stay in the series. Him, Timmy Turner, Betty Barrett. Number of these veterans that have been in the sport since 2010 series began have never fallen out of this series. And you got to wonder when Jacob, Betty Barrett, and all these other veterans that have been in the sport since the very beginning, when are they going to start retiring? Because the thing is, you have Annie Einstein, who has won 4 championships, going for championship number 5, which has been elusive for her. You have June Einstein trying to go for her 3rd championship in her career, which has been also elusive for her. You have Betty Barrett, who's never won a championship. You have Jacob Tutu, who's trying to chase down Annie McGinnis for the race lead. He's never won a championship. You have Leo and Quincy, who have made it into the playoffs. They've never won a championship ever in their careers. The caution flag is out for the first time today. Well, so much for what I predicted. Bella San Diego, who's involved. Makoto Tanaka. Oh, we had a bigger wreck. Crystal Fontaine's involved. Phil Hooper's torn up. So we're going to take a look and see what the yellow is for. Somebody's on pit road. And I believe it was one of the red, white, and blue cars. I think that might have been Van Dam. I can't confirm that. We'll check and see as we had to pause the race. Okay, so this started off turn 2, and Makoto Tanaka got really into the side of Allison Washington. They saved it, dragged her down to Lila Bakai. Now, I don't understand what Lila Bakai was doing right there. That was intentional. That was intentional. Yep, it was Van Dam. That was intentional there. That's a driver who definitely should know better than that. And then the 4 car just runs over the 0-2 for really no reason. I think the 0-2 was trying to go to pit road. Wow, the 43 got some air. I don't really understand what Bakai was thinking there. That was kind of dirty, if you ask me. I mean, here's a look. The 14 gets in the 13. You know, the 14's trying to save the car. That's fine. But then I don't understand why the 35 decided to intentionally dump the 14 there. I really would like to ask the 35 what she was thinking there. That was kind of a dirty move, if you ask me. And I don't think that's going to sit well with a lot of people. That's a tough break for those drivers involved. I understand Lila Bakai is frustrated, but there's just no excuse to be dumping the 14 like that in turn number 3. That was just inexcusable. And Lila Bakai has been called to the big black and green truck, to the certain surprise of nobody in this paddock. And rightfully so, because that was a dirty move. That was a dirty ass move, as Alexandria Van Dam's a lap down. That's a tough break for her. I just don't know what that was really all about between the 35 and the 14. As now we have a restart with 5 to go. If we get another caution, that will end the race. Riley Anderson, the 36, having a very good run. And Makoto Tanaka was very unhappy on the radio as she didn't say any nice things about Lila Bakai, and I bet those two are probably going to go at it. As we're about to have a lead change for the lead, Jacob Tutu about to pass Annie McGinnis. That 41 has been really good this weekend. And to the lead goes the Tim Hortons BMW out of Australian Motorsports. 3 laps to go. And the thing is, Jacob Tutu is the only guy other than Noah Parker that's on this BMW roster. As we have 2 laps of racing to go. If Jacob Tutu can keep his performance up the rest of the season, I have a good feeling he might be one of those drivers that could be a dark horse for the championship, as we're coming to the white flag here in this second race of 4. I bet you Lauren Ekstrom is probably thinking, man, I got a very good lineup, and if Jacob can get in the top 50 in points, look out, world. Jacob Tutu could be a dark horse for this championship. And Jacob Tutu, 75th in points, his second win of the season. And Jacob Tutu will take race 2 at Rockingham, as we have had a big accident on the final lap. Annie Einstein is up in smoke, but the race is over. So apparently we've had an accident under the yellow, but it didn't matter since Jacob took the white flag. We raced back no matter what. Oh, we had a huge accident here. We've had a huge accident. We'll get to the standings in just a second, but we need to investigate this one right here. So let's see. That's the 3 of Ivory Walker. By the way, that's Makoto Tanaka's teammate. It's like Annie Einstein came down into Paulette Burroughs. Paulette's not going to be pleased about this. And then Annie Einstein holding on the brake. Who gets her first? Oh, no. Teammate Quincy Einstein. Leo is probably saying Mamma Mia. And then Alexandria Van Dam. Nowhere for her to go. And then it was a stack up from there. Makoto Tanaka gets a little bit of piece of the Alexandria Van Dam machine. But it didn't matter because the race, as I said, is basically over. And what on bloody earth is this gaggle of cars doing? Not sure what that was all about. But Annie Einstein did finish the race nevertheless. And there's Jacob Tutu, who pulled his car to victory lane. Or he will be going to. For Lauren Ekstrom, that is their second win of the season. And did this confirm Jacob Tutu possibly a playoff position? Andy McGinnis so close, but her time will come. Finish second. Riley Anderson, a nice run in third. Timothy Grenville fourth. Vanellope Von Schweet in fifth. That will please Nathan Orman well, and also will please Ormy well because Marianne Jamestown got 10th. June Einstein 6th, Nick Matson 7th. June Einstein, a well-needed run from her because she's a former winner this season outside the top 50 in points. Tony Lopez, Katsura Mirwes, as I said, Marianne Jamestown. Nina Cambridge, Pablo Massa, well-needed runs for those two drivers who have a win this season. As you look on down, all these drivers are off the lead lap because of the fact they were involved in that wreck. Oh, Annie Einstein's got to be feeling sick to her stomach. She did not mean to take out her teammate like that, and I bet Quincy's probably going to be... I don't think the 70 is going to be mad at the 29, but again, those are teammates. Makoto Tanaka, Bella Santiago, and Alexandria Van Dam, of course, finished last. But those drivers have climbed out of their cars. I bet Quincy's probably going to go to the care center along with Annie Einstein and Alexandria Van Dam. So, but Jacob Tutu, this is great to see him back to his winning ways, and I bet team owner Lauren Ekstrom is got to be very pleased with Jacob Tutu. I bet that talk before Golden State has really come alive for that 41 team. Now to race number 3. Now, can Lauren Ekstrom do that for the other drivers, like her teammate? I hope so. All right, let's get ready for race number 3. Einstein probably was sick to his stomach seeing that happen. Betty Johnson's on the pole. Good for Betty Johnson. Still looking for her first win of the season. Still also looking for Hyundai Sonata's first ever win in the series. There's the rest of your grid. Jazz Sugartown, we need to keep an eye on her because she needs to get her season turned around despite 2 wins. We'll keep an eye on the points leader, Brittany White, during the course of today's race. Everybody's looking for their first, second, third, or fourth, or in Brittany White's case, her 5th win of the season. As now the cars are rolling off, and Betty Johnson's got a stall, and now that is an automatic wave off. So we are going to have to reline them up and try again. So we cannot have cars breaking down on the pace lap. There we go. Now the World Novice Racing Crew got the 83 fixed. Of course, a couple of manufacturers have not been to victory lane. Hyundai Sonata, Subaru. Those cars looking for their first wins of the season. Couple of drivers who are currently on winless droughts. that would like to get a win to get back into winning ways. For Mandry Campbell, did she lock herself a spot in the playoffs? Did Jacob Tutu do enough to get himself near the 50th in the points? We're going to find out when we see the points. Green flag is out for race number 3. Lauren Ekstrom is going to have to hope and pray that either her or Betty Barrett can go to victory lane this weekend, as Sandy Stewart is going to take the race lead. Sandy Stewart last year drove the 80, but it was a Toyota. Never found victory. I don't think she went to victory lane. Let me look and see. I'm going to look at points from last year. Excuse me. Sandy Stewart last year. Sandy Stewart 29. Sandy Stewart did go to victory lane last year. Ended up finishing last season 66th in the points. As we had a spin on the front straightaway. I believe the yellow is out. Yep, yellow is out. 1 top 5, 4 top 10s. Her only top 5 was that win she got last season. And it's Amanda Scoutmaster the reason for this caution. Oh, and somebody's wrecked in the back. Somebody just got put in the inside wall in the back. That's Manny Rivera. And Sarah Redmond. Let's see what happened to Scoutmaster. She was the reason for this caution. Or it was Erica Douglas that would be the reason for this yellow. Let's see. That is Erica. And Manny Rivera just committed female abuse. Congratulations, you dumbass. Got Chloe Carmichael in the grass. And around went the Arizona T Toyota. But Douglas did keep it together. She does have a little donut on the side. And then what happened here? Oh, this... Let's see. Looks like Stephanie Driscoll making her second start. Got up into the wall. Got Amber Downey and Amanda Scoutmaster. Scoutmaster goes for a flip. But then what was the deal with the 59 on the back straightaway is what I can't figure out. This is what I can't figure out. And Manny Rivera just committed female abuse ×2. Wow, the 71 just whipped the 59. I mean, just whipped him. I've never seen a wreck like that at Rockingham, North Carolina before. Let's look at the 71's perspective. So Manny Rivera is going to got female abuse ×2, and then the 71 just goes up in the wall. Wow, that was a violent ride. And the black smoke erupts on that KFC Dodge. Thankfully, she drove it away, but she's out of the race as a result. Boy, Manny Rivera hates women for whatever reason today. Good grief. But, my God. Glad the 71 drove it away. Scoutmaster and Rivera out of the race. Manny Rivera may be asked to see the officials in the big black and green truck. As we're back to green flag racing. Annie Einstein, Quincy Einstein, and Alexandria Van Dam, who was involved in that last lap crash in the last race, have been released from the medical center. I bet Annie Einstein's probably saying to herself, man, why did I have to take out my teammate like that? And now that's going to put Annie Einstein in a possible must-win situation. As I don't know why Jazz Sugartown's car looks like a Ford. I think NR 2003 is drunk again. I do apologize for that. That's not the first time I've had a problem with a car on this track. So either NR 2003 is drunk, or I don't get what the issue is. As Hannah Smith just got up into the wall. I will fix this problem when we go All-Star Racing, but that's like the second time this year I've had some problems with NR loading up a car and showing this up when it should be an Audi. I don't know what the deal is with NR, but I do apologize for Jazz Sugartown. It's just NR 2003 is just being a derping hyena. So Sandy Stewart looking for her second career win and first of 2023, and also Hyundai Sonata's fourth win in the NR 2003 career. Of course, all three of their wins were with yours truly, who's up here in the booth. That was in the Hershey's Cup Series, where I made the playoffs, got eliminated after the round of 12, but got 3 wins with Hyundai Sonata. Hyundai Sonata has not raced in the NR community until this series here with Sandy Stewart. Of course, Betty Johnson, Annie Thomas also running Hyundai Sonatas. Of course, Hyundai has not been to victory lane this year with any of their cars. So this is a critical thing for Hyundai Sonata to make its name out here. And let's see where Sandy Stewart is in points. Excuse me there. I had breakfast before, like... Sandy Stewart comes into this race 52nd in the points. 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s, 19.0. 19th has been her average finish. Her average start has been 27th. And the other thing to note is she was only 3 points back of 50th in the standings. That was occupied by Alexandria Van Dam coming into this race. But with Alexandria Van Dam finishing dead last after getting involved in 2 incidents not of her own doing, it's good news for drivers like, and of course Makoto Tanaka didn't have a good run. And by the way, Makoto Tanaka was called to the big black and green truck because she sucker punched the shit out of Leela Bakai. And we had a cat fight in the garage area, which is not surprising to me, which the officials are trying to break up that fight. That's Stephanie Robertson in second. That's Mike Chilton in third. Coming to the white flag here for this third race of 4. See where the points leader's at. 22nd, not good. White flag for Sandy Stewart. Stephanie Robertson trying her best. I don't think it's going to be enough. Coming towards 3 and 4, get ready to make history. Sandy Stewart, second career win, her first of the season, and Hyundai Sonata for the first time in the PCSRA's history will go to victory lane. And did Sandy Stewart confirm herself a spot into this season's chase for the championship? It has taken them to race 13 to get one of those Hyundai Sonatas to victory lane for the first time ever. That's awesome. So happy for Hyundai. They've worked tirelessly to get into the PCSRA. It's taken them to the last race before All-Star Race Weekend next week to get one of those cars in the victory lane. Well done, Sandy Stewart. Mike Chilton second. Stephanie Robertson third. Chloe Erickson fourth. Gwen Tennyson, good run from her in fifth. Same with Emily Hung in sixth. Kenneth Ayers, Emmy Libson. Well-needed run for Emmy Libson. She's a driver that was in the danger zone of losing her spot. An 8th place finish is what the doctor ordered. Betty Johnson and Max Lipson made both Lipson drivers in the top 10. Lou Champagne, Abby Goodman, Hannah Bluejay, and all those. Points leader finished 26th. That's not good. If you look on down, 39 cars finished the race down Sugartown. That's not going to help her get her into the top 50 in points. 3 drivers out of the race: Sarah Redmond, Manny Rivera, and Amanda Scoutmaster. Great job to those drivers. So Mandry Campbell wins the first race. Jacob Tutu wins the second race. Sandy Stewart wins the third race. First ever win for Hyundai Sonata. Second win of the season for BMW. Also first win of the season, I believe, for Dodge. Wonder if another manufacturer could get another win. So we're going to find out in the main event.
Drivers, to your cars.
They're already in their cars, you numpties. And for some reason, it didn't load Lauren Ekstrom's car into the field. I'll have to investigate that right now. What is it with NR 2003 being drunk again for some reason? I'm gonna have to figure this puzzle out. It's not rocket science, NR. I mean, seriously, it's not. Here, let me do this. Let me see if this fixes the problem. I hope it does. I need NR to stop being stupid and start loading up the car I want in the game, you derping hyena. Good thing this laptop's gonna get a reboot after I'm done with this race. And Wagner's on the pole. There we go. That's much better. I forgot to change paint scheme for Brenda Eve. That's all right. I'll make sure to do it for the second half of the regular season. And Greta Wagner, by the way, who won yesterday's Buffalo Wild Wings Series race. We'll see if she can try to pull it off here today. And Amanda Whitecastle, where is she starting in the grid? She's starting mid-pack. So a couple of things that we will see. One, can any of these drivers get their first, second, third wins of the season? Or in Fernandez's case, could she get her 4th win of the season? We'll find out. Green flag, the final race of the day is on. Oh, there goes the 9. That was Megan Jones. Did that bring out a yellow? Yes, it did. We're racing back to the line. All right, let's see what happened here. Got up in the Lacey Washington and just came down in front of the 023. That would be Annabelle Griffin. Excuse me. I think with the track being hot and slick, it's making these cars get pushy off the corners. That's probably what I'm starting to think. Pace car is off. And we're going back to green. Green flag is out. We're back underway as the Megan Jones machine is hurting as far as trying to get back up to speed. Here comes Lauren Ekstrom trying to pass Kelly Moore. That's about her second. Just passed her without ease. And now she's going to go for the race lead on the 9 car. And I believe she'll make it work. And now Betty Barrett's dropping back. That's not good. And Ekstrom has taken the race lead. Of course, BMW had some good pace. There is no hood on Wyatt Beanstalk's Sunoco Pontiac, so he must have been involved in an incident I was not aware of. Where did Betty Barrett go? Oh, she's still stuck behind the Megan Jones machine. Oh, she's going backwards. This is not what Betty Barrett needs. She's got okay, now there she goes. I was going to get ready to say, this is not what Betty Barrett needs. She needs to start marching forwards. As Lauren Ekstrom is in the lead of the race, if Ekstrom goes to victory lane, it could be possibly her spot into the playoffs. Ekstrom is way down there in points. 122nd to be exact. And she's made every race this year. But the inconsistencies between her and Betty Barrett, it's really suffering. Barrett's trying to make a lot of time. There's Ebony Mirmoez. Really struggling. And for some reason, the 61 is not fixed, so I will have to fix that as well. I do apologize for the paint schemes being stupid, but it's because NR 2003 is using the St. Louis Deadbird strategy and starting to screw me over on paint schemes. Gloria Tucker's back here. Something must have happened to that 51 bunch. I wonder if she spun him. Yep, she did. And female abuse for the 60. And it also collected the defending champion of the series, Rebecca Hawkins. Yeah, Mario's forgetting about the... You guys don't go to work tomorrow, whereas Brian and I have to. So... Betty Barrett trying to make up a lot of time. I think that held up really costed her a good finish. Lauren Ekstrom right now way outside the top 50 in points. And if she had another bad result, then that meant Lauren Ekstrom would be in danger of losing her spot in this series. And that's a driver who made the playoffs last year. So I'm going to go ahead. Root beer. don't know if that meat in the sink was our dinner or not. But I'm going to have to worry about that later. But we'll see. Right, that means I have to go find me some lunch. Oh, someone's blown up, and that's Jessica Miller. Jessica Miller is having an eventful year. Not the run she would have liked. Jessica Miller, 113th in points. She cannot afford another bad result, and unfortunately it's going to be the case. We're going to have 2 laps to go, and she's out of the race.
Tomorrow is with his office medication. Not here.
So BMW trying to go to victory lane for the second time today. Of course, Jacob Tutu went to victory lane earlier today. White flag for Lauren Ekstrom.
So switch them out. Okay. Alright, so take Nick.
Down the back stretch for the final time. She's got it. But now she's being held up by Megan Jones, but it's not going to matter. Here she comes. Lauren Ekstrom will get her first win of the season. Takes the final race of the day here at Rockingham, North Carolina. And now Lauren Ekstrom, the road to making the playoffs start now. And Barrett could only muster a 22nd place finish after being held up by Megan Jones. Standings are now official.
Church is alright.
All right. Ekstrom, Wagner, Sandy Watson got a good run. Alien Center, Valentina Fernandez. So Fernandez is going to probably gain more points on Brittany White, who had a horrible race in the last one. That was Strawberry Lawson, Melissa Cooper, Leslie Gordon, Brianna Knight, and Ben Erickson. Well-needed run for Brianna Knight and Ben Erickson. So there you go. And Erickson came in this race 56 in the points, so he might have put himself back in the top 50 in the point standings. London Jackson, 13th. Well-needed run from her. Wyatt Garcia, another good run in his limited starts. So look on down. A lot of drivers didn't have good finishes here today. We had 40 cars on the lead lap. Gloria Tucker, the last of them. Megan Jones off the lead lap, 2 laps down. And Jessica Miller out of the race with a broken clutch. So stay right here. We're going to get your point standings coming up next. And we'll be back for your points. As I made sure everything was saved. All right, points time. As we have concluded the first half of the regular season for the Monster Energy Series drivers. Looking forward to see what's going to happen here in this race, as my roommate's about to get me copyright if he's not careful. But does he care? No. This is why I need peace and quiet. This was not my peace and quiet. Unless I was in my room, then it would be peace and quiet. So I don't have to hear all this shit. I'm probably going to do the All-Star race sometime next week as I'm recording this. So Rockingham really played its part in the championship. And what will this do to the points? You're going to find out in just a second. So. All right. So the points, I can guarantee you, have been shaken up after today's division races. Can't wait to show you what the points will look like. The only free time I'm not going to have anybody messing with me will be tomorrow. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Everybody's off tomorrow except Brian and myself. All right. Now, all the, everything looks correct. Now, let's go ahead and get this process. All right. All the files have been generated. Make sure you don't. Okay, there we go. Now, the point standings. Entering the second half of the regular season, Corey Springer gained enough points to get Brittany White in that result. As somebody's oven's going off, I don't know who, unless it's being a derping hyena. I'll have to tell Brian. So anyway, as you look at, ignore the oven, it's really going to get annoying. So anyway, as you look at through the point standings, let's see where this is going to put. Jacob Tutu is now in the top 50 in points with his second win of the year. That means Jacob Tutu might have just locked himself a spot into this season's chase for the championship, providing he stays in the top 50 in the points. I'm going to just slowly let you go through the rest of the points. And there's Rookie of the Year, and Amber Whitecastle will still keep the Rookie of the Year points lead heading into next week's event. So yeah, but that's going to do it here from Rockingham, North Carolina. Congratulations to Mandry Campbell on her first career win. Congratulations to Sandy Stewart on her first win of the season, and Hyundai Sonata's first career win ever in the Monster Energy Series. Congratulations to Jacob Tutu on his second win of the year, and also congratulations to her team owner, Lauren Ekstrom, on her first win of the season. Now, Lauren Ekstrom begins the road of journey of trying to get in the top 50 in points. Mandry Campbell, did she confirm herself a spot into the playoffs? We don't know. For, as that is not the series I want, you derping hyena. So has Mandry Campbell locked herself a spot in the playoffs? We don't know. Can Jacob Tutu might have confirmed himself a spot into the playoffs. Sandy Stewart and Lauren Ekstrom, have they confirmed themselves a spot into the playoffs? Jacob Tutu looks like he might have, but as long as he stays in the top 50 in points with his 2 wins, that can count towards a spot in the playoffs. Only time will tell. Thank you all for into today's 4 division races from Rockingham, North Carolina. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and become part of the PCSRA crew today. We have already shown you your full finishing results. You are looking at your rookie points all the way down to 39th. Your overall points right here on your screen heading into the next points paying race. That will be in 2 weeks' time when we head to the Nashville Super Speedway. And guess what? Next week is the All-Star race with the Monster Energy Series drivers. And that is also our next point paying race. Will be with Monster Energy, because Trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings will be off for 8 weeks. So they are off for 8 weeks. It'll be Monster Energy Series all the way through the 7 races. They'll be by themselves with the exception of Bristol, because we'll have the AutoZone Amateur Series drivers with you guys. So, yeah. So, but, yeah, anyway. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you guys next week at M&M's for All-Star Race Weekend. Until then, I've been Daniel Vole signing off, and you have been watching yet another broadcast courtesy of the PCSRA, the best in racing around the world since 2017. See you next week from M&M's Super Speedway, everybody.